Is permanent weight loss possible? That is a big question. And the answer is yes. For most people, permanent, lasting weight loss is completely possible. And that leads us into a much more important question. And that is, how does one achieve permanent weight loss? That is the multi-billion dollar question. The weight loss industry is about an 80 to 90 billion dollar industry. Yes, they're after you folks. It is a profit-driven industry. It is a money-making industry, and the goal of that industry is for you to spend as much money as possible and ideally gain the weight back. Yes, that is such a good business model. I mean, it would be bad if everybody lost a bunch of weight and they kept it off, and the industry would probably be half the size or less, right? Think of all the times that you've been on a diet and spent money on a diet. Was it just once? Probably not, or you wouldn't be watching this video. So the approach that industry is based on doesn't work. It does not work. It does not result in permanent weight loss for the vast majority of people. So let's stop trying to do that old, outdated, what I call 1980s style method of weight loss, because it's damaging. It's damaging. And it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Well, because the approach is coming at it from the wrong angle. It's trying to address the wrong problem. The problem, my dears, is not the extra body fat. That's not the problem. The problem is much deeper than that. And so as long as you're just trying to eat less food and move more so that you can get rid of that fat, that nasty fat that you don't like on your body, wrong approach. Wrong approach, going after the wrong problem. There is a better way. Now I want you to think of a garden. Okay, so if you have a garden, and let's have two gardens, right? One is over here and the soil is not so good, and sunlight's okay and doesn't really get enough water. And you see these plants growing that are kind of brown and wilted, and they don't grow too big and they don't look healthy, right? Would cutting off the flowers of those plants solve the problem? No. That's literally, or spray painting the plants green. No, that is what the weight loss industry is telling you to do over and over and over again. Think about it this way now. You have another garden over here, and the soil is tended to with loving care. And it's got all the nutrients that it needs. And the sun is just right. And it gets just enough water every day, and usually given by a young, small girl who, a child who is singing to the plants as she's watering them. Oh, these beautiful plants, they grow large and robust, and they're vibrant, and they taste good, right, if you're growing fruit or vegetables. What's the difference? It's the environment. It's the soil, it's the terroir, as they say in France, right? For good terroir grows good wine. So if you want to lose weight permanently, you gotta fix up the terroir. You can't have, soil that's not healthy. You can't have chlorinated water that's hot or just not enough of it, right? That is not going to fix the problem. So weight loss, permanent weight loss, is really about creating an environment that is conducive to natural, the weight just comes off. That's what we do. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jill Cruz. I'm a board certified nutritionist. I have a Master of Science degree in human nutrition, and I am a certified coach. And I am so passionate about this topic, as you may have been able to tell from everything I've said so far. And I've thought a lot about this. I've spent years of my life working with hundreds of clients, coming up with a way to deal with this big conundrum that is in our society, and that is so many people trying to lose weight permanently, and they can't. That is my life purpose. And I have a team of nutritionists who work with me, and we have created an incredible program that takes it from a totally different angle. We're not trying to clip the brown leaves that are falling off of the plants. What we're doing is we're working with our clients who we love, and we're kind of like adding the water with the compassion and the song. Like, that's where we come in, right? With the knowledge, but also the belief in you that you can do this. Because a lot of times we don't believe in ourselves, and it's amazing to have somebody else who believes in us, right? It's very powerful. So that's part of our role, plus accountability and, you know, all of the tools that we have. But our program is designed to make that beautiful, lush garden. And so that when things grow, right, your health, that it becomes like just a natural consequence of the environment, not all this hard work. And so we talk about the internal environment, the biological environment, right? Your hormones, your digestive function, your nervous system function, your immune system, what type of body fat you have, how much muscle you have. All of that is your internal biological system. And when that's optimized, weight loss becomes much easier, and it becomes natural. See, the only way that you can create permanent weight loss is if weight loss becomes a byproduct of your improved health. That's the only way to make it permanent. And anybody you know who's lost weight and kept it off, they probably are going to tell you the same thing. You got to change the environment, but not just the biological environment. It's also the mindset, right? Because that affects your nervous system, and your nervous system affects every cell in your body. If you don't believe me, think about the last time you had goosebumps. They happen immediately, right? You're watching a sad movie. Oh, I love watching sad movies, right? And then I get goosebumps. I'm getting them right now. Immediate. That's your nervous system. If you think that your nervous system is not involved in your ability to burn fat and keep it off, that's just something that you've been taught the opposite, right? You've been taught to ignore that. And that's okay, because there's a lot of misinformation floating around out there, and it's not your fault, right? You've been subjected to this culture of misinformation and lies and very savvy marketing. But your nervous system is intimately connected with your ability to lose weight and, more importantly, keep it off. And we know that. We know that, and that's how we approach the whole system. So you have your biological systems, your mindset, which affects the biological system, and then you have the external environment, right? Do you have cookies in the house all the time? Well, you're making weight loss hard for yourself, right? And more importantly, do you surround yourself with people who are not taking care of their bodies? You may have lost weight and then you got in with the wrong crowd. I'm not saying you have to abandon your friends, but it needs to be thought out, right? What is my external environment? What is my internal environment? And that's how I'm going to create that soil, that sunlight, that water, that nourishment. And through the act of properly nourishing my body, my mind, my spirit, and keeping my environment supportive of that, the weight just falls off. Whether it falls off quickly or slowly, it doesn't matter. Although we prefer a very gradual approach, because part of the mindset is developing these habits, right? Habitual behavior that you just do on autopilot. It's a lot harder to get out of it once it's already a habit. So it's all connected. And it's all important, but it doesn't have to be this horrible suffering experience. It shouldn't be. As a matter of fact, if it is, it's probably not destined to last, right? So there's a lot around permanent weight loss. It's totally possible, and our program is designed to do that. It's called Lose Weight for the Last Time. We have the audacity to call it Lose Weight for the Last Time because we know how to do that. And we are here for you. And not just to provide you nutritional guidance, but also love and compassion, accountability, support, and belief in you. And all our tool belt, right? Sleep. You have problems with sleep? Oh, that could affect your ability to lose weight. Let's talk about that. Are you drinking the right kind of water? Are you eating in a way that's right for your body, not some diet guru's body, but you specifically, your body? That's a question, right? Are you working out in a way that's pleasurable and sustainable and that works, again, for your body? Not everybody needs to jog. Not everybody needs to do yoga. Not everybody needs to do a lot of things that they're doing and they don't even like it, right? So it's got to be personalized to you, and it's got to come from tools that are science-backed and from a person who's loving and compassionate and cares about you, like really does care about you. Our programs are one-on-one. We don't have low-touch programs. We are here for you. I will know your name. I will know your story. We will be connected with you. That's the kind of support that people need. Most people, right? If you lose weight easily, then you're not watching this video. We are providing a program that is totally unique because, first of all, we're coming at it from a different perspective. But also because we know that if you could do it on, I'm not going to name any names, on a system where, you pay $35 a month or $60 a month, whatever it is, and, you're just a number on a screen, that if you could do it that way, you would have. We know that. It's not working. What we do works, and it works permanently. And you got to be committed. So the way to do this is to get on a call with me. There's actually an application process because we want to make sure that our program is right for you. It may not be right for you. We got to find that out, right? But also, if you're right for our program, right? Because we only want to work with people who are committed. It's very, very important. And you might feel fear. You can be afraid and be committed. That's okay. As a matter of fact, if you're not afraid, I might question that too, like, why aren't you afraid? Because you've tried this before and it hasn't worked, right? So it's okay to be afraid, but are you committed? Are you ready? Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to go on a journey that's going to last the rest of your life? And it's going to be awesome because not only is the weight just kind of coming off, almost feels effortless, but also you have a lot of energy. You're sleeping better at night. You're managing your stress better. You feel more active and strong and vibrant. Your mood is better. And most importantly, you have more confidence. And I think that's the juicy thing that we all want, right? Is confidence. I just want to feel confidence. I want to feel comfortable in my own skin. How can I get that? You can get that by creating an environment that supports that. That's how you get the confidence and ease, right? We want you to feel at ease with the whole process, and that's what we do. So if that sounds like something you're ready to commit to, then you can book a call with me. You got to answer some questions, right? And then we'll chat. I want to know, what are your dreams? What are your desires? What are your challenges? Does it make sense for us to work together? And if you're interested, just click on the link and book a call with me, and we'll go from there. But I'm super excited to be sharing this information, this message with you, because just to say, let's have a little cognitive dissonance here, like the stuff that I've been trying to do all this time doesn't work, and I keep trying to do it. No, it's because it doesn't work. You got to create an environment that just supports the natural evolution of body fat, just kind of melts off, right? And it may take time, but that's okay, because if you're building something that's supposed to last permanently, that doesn't happen in 3 months. It doesn't even really happen in 6 months, usually a year or more, right? To really, and then we're always evolving. I'm still evolving in my health practices, right? So that's something you can look forward to, is always growing and evolving and just, but coming from that environment of self-care, of self-love, of creating a biological environment that's conducive to energy and health and vibrancy and, and weight loss. That's our approach. Thank you for listening.